Hi, I'm Portia here at Stitch Story. If you have been keeping up with my last two videos, you'll know that I was looking for a pattern for a throw for my family room. I found one on Etsy, and then I went shopping at Michael's to get the yarn. In the next video, you saw me actually knit up the pattern just to see how it worked out. Well, the pattern worked out awesome, and let me show you what happened. Here is the throw that I knitted up. I think it is absolutely awesome, absolutely lovely. It's almost taller than I am. And the great part about it is I actually finished. I challenged myself to complete a throw for the very first time. Complete a blanket, not a baby blanket, but a real blanket. It turned out to be 58 by 50 inches. I'm so proud of myself. This is my very first knit project of the year. And not only did it turn out fabulous, I'm just excited that I accomplished this because it's a major feat, y'all. So yay! All right, so again, it took me about 75 hours total, approximately. I know for sure it's probably over 300 rows, but it was well worth it. So I'm gonna enjoy this as a sit on the couch, watch TV with the kids, watch TV with the family, and just cuddle on it. It is squishy. So I also promised you guys a review. So let's take a look at this yarn. Thank you, my little assistant back there. All right, so I end up using I bought 3 skeins of this. I ended up using approximately 2 1/3 skeins. So this is the last one, and there's still a lot of yarn left here. So this is the Craft Smart Never Enough Gemmis Troop, and it is 716 yards, and it's about 14 ounces. So let's start with the good. So the good of this particular yarn is the color is so vibrant. It's a great color. I absolutely love it. As I told you guys before, my family room is decorated in neutral. So brown, golds, beige. This is absolutely the pop of color that I needed. So I was so excited when I came across this gold color. So awesome, awesome color. Also, one thing you'll notice is the stitch definition. So as it knits up, the stitches really, really pop, which give me the texture that I'm actually looking for. So those are the great things about this yarn. Let's talk about the bad. So one thing I discovered while I was knitting, actually it was a funny story. I'm sitting there knitting in the office with my husband, and I start coughing. Don't know why, but I'm coughing, and so I see little flyaways, in the air there, and then my husband starts coughing. So I was like, "This is shedding." So while I was knitting, the strands are actually shedding. It did slow down the deeper I got into the project, or the deeper I got into the particular skein of yarn, because if you notice, these skeins are pretty thick. So it totally slowed down, but it was weird because I thought it was just me when I started coughing, and all of a sudden he did. So it did shed while I was knitting with it. The other thing was I noticed as the strain, so this is a middle pull skein here, so it just pulls straight from the middle. There was times where the yarn got super thin, but then there was times where it got super thick. But I guess the good part about it is you can't tell. You can't tell whatsoever at all. So that's something that's not cool because it was inconsistent threads. The other piece is the texture itself. Although it's squishy, and right now I have it laid across my lap, so it's totally cool for just chilling or whatever. But like, I wouldn't necessarily like the feel of it against my skin. It's not too rough. The texture, it can be a little rough. If you're sensitive, this would definitely be a little bit itchy. So you may want to go for a real, maybe a wool or something like that. Something just a bit more softer. So let's talk about the bottom line. I believe this is great. This yarn is great for an accessory, but I wouldn't gift it. So maybe if I'm making a doll or a toy or something more sturdier, maybe even a washcloth, I think it would be perfect for that. But to give it to someone as a hat or mittens or even a scarf, wouldn't do it, not at all. But at the end of the day, it turned out something that was economical for me to do for my very first blanket or throw. And it's not going to be something that's going to be used often. Its home will probably rest across the couch in a some kind of way, and then my son will move it and mess it up and throw it on the floor or something like that. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. I'll definitely respond. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you so much for your time.